The Trump administration's mass deportation plan is well underway, with plans to detain hundreds of illegal immigrants daily.
And after the president threatened steep tariffs, Colombia's president has agreed to take back deported migrants. Let's get right to Good Day's Briella Tomassetti. She is live outside the Migrant Intake Center at the Roosevelt Hotel with more. Briella, good morning.
Good morning, Deshani and Dan. The two sides seeming to come to an agreement last night. The Colombian president even at one point offering up his own plane to ensure that migrants are returned, receiving a dignified return. But let's talk about the background of all of this, because the standoff between the two nations began yesterday after President Gustavo Petro rejected two Colombia-bound U.S. military aircraft carrying migrants. Petro posted to X in Spanish, "A migrant is not a criminal and must be treated with the dignity human beings deserve. That is why I returned the military American planes that were coming carrying Colombian migrants." But that decision sparked retaliatory measures from the Trump administration, including visa restrictions, 25% tariffs on all Colombian incoming goods, which would be raised to 50% in 1 week, and more. Trump said the measures were necessary because Petro's actions jeopardize national security in the U.S. and used them as a warning to other nations who might seek to impede his plans. Later in the day, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt posted a statement to social media saying the government of Colombia has agreed to all of President Trump's terms, including the unrestricted acceptance of all illegal aliens from Colombia returned from the United States, including on U.S. military aircraft, without limitation or delay. The tariffs are now on hold. It's all part of Trump's campaign pledge to carry out the largest deportation operation in history. Here's Borders' Tom Homan from an interview on ABC This Week.
I think if you're in the country legally, it's not okay. It's not okay to violate laws of this country. We have millions of people standing in line, taking the test, doing their background investigation, paying the fees that want to come in the right way.
The White House announced that deportation flights began Friday. A day prior, ICE announced that federal agents made more than 500 arrests, which included the apprehension of violent criminals like sex offenders and gang members. According to the Washington Post, ICE officials have been told to aim for 1,200 to 1,500 daily arrests. Yesterday, an early morning raid at a Colorado nightclub took nearly 50 people into custody. Immigration officials say many of them were affiliated with the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Meanwhile, top officials from the Trump administration were also in Chicago over the weekend to oversee immigration operations there. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker reacting on CNN's State of the Union.
When we're talking about violent criminals who've been convicted and who are undocumented, we don't want them in our state. We want them out of the country. What they're also doing, though, and it's quite disturbing, is they're going after people who are law-abiding, who are holding down jobs, who have families here.
The Trump administration has already sent 1,500 troops down to the border and shut down refugee arrivals. We've seen action in sanctuary cities like Boston. Immigration advocates now bracing for possible raids here in New York and in Nassau County out on Long Island. Officials there say that local police will cooperate with federal agents. For now, we're live, though, here outside the Roosevelt Hotel. Dana Deshani, back to you.
Briella, thank you.